I've been to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah?
I've been, in the Middle East in general. Yeah, I've been to Dubai, well, UAE, Jordan, Saudi Arabia.
Iraq?
No, never been to Iraq.
Syria?
Never been to Iraq or Syria, but...
You only been to rich countries?
Well, yeah, because tourism, you know, like as a foreigner, you know, you're like...
Makes sense actually. Yeah. So, brother, what do you know about Islam? Like, how much do you know about the religion?
I don't know how to answer that question. What are the maybe I'm a beginner, I would say. Like I've traveled, I've talked to a lot of people, I've read a little bit here and there. I'm interested in like spirituality and...
Do you follow in religion?
I don't feel like I do right now.
But are you theistic?
I feel like I'm spiritual.
Like theist?
I believe in a theist. Yeah, I believe in...
You know, like there is a creator power, something. Yeah. That's good, alhamdulillah, that's good. You want to step ahead, that's good, alhamdulillah. But what do you think of like the great power? Like, is it like a conscious being or is it just a power?
I don't think I've got like a firm view on that. Sometimes... No, mostly I think it's like a very esoteric entity.
But do you believe that you have connection with the power, or do you believe in this at least?
Yeah, I think that everyone is connected with that.
Yeah, I agree with you.
But I don't think they're a human per se, or anything.
I agree with
like
you.
us.
Well, this is what we believe in Islam.
Maybe like a weird, crazy, not an alien, but like there's something.
Yeah. This is what we believe as Muslims. This is our concept of God. There is nothing like him. He's not a human, he's not a statue, he's not anything like that. He's beyond this universe. You know, this is what we believe. This is what we believe. So we believe that God interacted with humans. If you look at the history, all of these people, they prophets, people who claim they received like divine message, and they brought the same thing, the same exact thing, that there is heaven, there is afterlife, there is God, you know, the same thing, to worship one God. But every time the prophet came, the message was corrupted. The message was changed, yes? So this is what happened with every prophet. Look at, for example, the recent religion, Christianity. We believe Jesus was sent from God, by God. He's not God, he was sent by God to preach that there is one God, to bring the same message. But guess what happened? People started worshipping him. And historically, if you look into it,
people interpret it in different ways, they corrupt it, you know.
Like Trinity and all of this, it started later, 300 years after Jesus. People first, they didn't believe in all of this. Crucifixion and all of this, it came afterwards, So this is what we believe as Muslims.
It's the legend that grows over time.
Yeah, because people want to exaggerate over people whom they love. So this has happened again and again. So
as a Muslim, obviously you subscribe to the teachings of the Prophet Muhammad.
But
do you, like, I mean, there's lots of different interpretations of that. Which sort of sect of Islam do you feel like you subscribe to the most?
So,
like resonates with you?
There is two mainstream. There is Sunni sect and there is the Shia. What is the difference? The difference, the Shia is it's a political one. The political difference is the first caliph. They want, some say there has to be Ali and some say Abu Bakr. That's the only difference. Everything else, the Quran and everything is the same thing. But that's the only political, it's not like a big difference. It's just political difference. And that's the difference. But the Sunni school of thought, Sunni, it comes from the word Sunnah. Sunnah means tradition. So we follow the tradition of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I don't know if you're familiar with, we do everything that Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam did. He ate with his right hand. He did all of these things, like we follow a tip to tip, step by step. Whatever that's called Sunnah. And we follow the Sunnah of Prophet Muhammad. Yes? And this is the majority of the Muslims, like 92, 91% of the Muslims. And then we got like Shias who are like 67, 8%. And it's more of like a political thing. So
And do you think that, would you say that you're like more orthodox in your approaches and you
Sunni is like the orthodox.
Written?
So Sunniism is like more orthodox. They go straight back to Quran and the speeches of Prophet Muhammad. Like they match everything with it.
That you would be happy to be like, well, it was contextual at the time. It was what?
There's costume and there's tradition. Costumes, obviously, they're the things of the time. But traditions of Prophet Muhammad, no. Like because they're sent for all time. Because morality itself is a subjective thing. It's his and her opinion. Someone this, someone that. But where does objective morality come from? We say Islam, God. Because God knows everything. He created the universe. He knows better about it than me and you.
And then there's a cultural overlay to that.
Like for example, I'm Afghan. In our culture, they do things with women which are not Islamic. It's not mentioned in the Quran and the Hadith. It's just people are like being so protective. It's overprotective, exaggerated protective. That's why what they do, like they ban schools, they you know, all of this stuff, you know. So
everyone,
that's culture.
Everyone should have an opportunity to live the life that they want and a bit of freedom, I
so
guess.
that's culture. That's not like from the Quran and Hadith. It doesn't say in the Quran and Hadith for women not to be allowed to go to schools. This is culture, Afghan culture. Because I know about the culture. I was brought up in there. So
whereabouts are you from?
I'm Afghan myself.
Afghan. Oh, fantastic.
So it's culture. So now we have to differentiate between culture and religion. So that's the problem with that, which people cannot differentiate between culture and religion, because you know that's an unfortunate thing. But so we believe Prophet Muhammad is a prophet of God, and we don't just believe it because we believe it. That's it. You know, like because my father told me. We have reasons
it's
because
it's a critical questioning and an understanding.
Yeah. So we have signs of Prophet Muhammad being a prophet. For instance, I wasn't Muslim. I was agnostic. This brother in your back, he was Greek Orthodox.
Yeah.
Yes, this brother, he was also, I don't know what he was atheist or Christian something. And there are many brothers in this table that you would see them not being Muslim. They became Muslim. That brother is Chinese, for example, and that other brother on that table, they're all like reverts. Half of us, more than half of us are reverts. People who became Muslims. So we looked into it, we rationally, you know, considered it. And then we made the decision. For example, may I tell you, why do we believe that Prophet Muhammad is a prophet of God? What is it that make him special? So we believe Prophet Muhammad is a prophet of God, which came after him many prophets. Like he came after many prophets. There were prophets before him. We don't say Islam started with him. We believe Islam started with the first human.
Yeah.
Because it literally means
teachings are the ones that are written down and we have a record of.
Yeah. So the other ones, they were corrupted. So this is what we believe. And Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, how do we know he's a prophet? If you look at the biblical teachings, it says a false prophet cannot prophesy the future. So now we look at the prophecies of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You've been into Dubai. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, the barefoot, shifted, naked, destitute Arabs will compete with each other in building high structures. And UAE in Dubai, it was the exact same description. Like this description. 50 years ago, it was a barren land. It was desert. Then the oil was discovered.
Fishing villages. Yeah.
Yes. Then the oil was discovered, and then they built Burj Khalifa. And the Saudis are now building Kingdom Tower.
Yeah.
So they're competing, the tall buildings. How could Prophet Muhammad know about this, for example? You know, geographically, the Arabian deserts, they're becoming green land.
Yeah.
And Prophet Muhammad told us about that. He said the Arabian lands will become green again. Isn't this like surprising? There was a historian, he wrote a book about Islam. I forgot his name. He said the Muslims, like overtaking Persia and Rome, is like the people in Iceland overtaking US and Russia. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, there was a battle called Battle of Khandaq. In this battle, the non-Muslims, they wanted to get rid of Muslims because the Islam was a new thing to them. Because they were all pagans, so it was a new thing to them. And those pagans, they were monotheists in a time. Because we believe the Arabs, they came from Ismail, one of the sons of Abraham. So they used to be monotheists. Then there was this guy, his name was Amr ibn Lahay al-Khuzai. He went to Iraq and he saw some people having statues. So they said, if I want to go pray to God for crops, I go to this statue, for this statue, for this statue. He brought this tradition to Arabia. And then people became polytheists after that. So before that, they were monotheists. So they hated the message and they wanted to get rid of Muslims, yeah? So they surrounded Muslims from all the time, like all over. And like there was tens of thousands of them and there was like a few hundred Muslims. And in this time that they have to be depressed, that they are about to extinct, they're about to all die, you know? Guess what is Prophet Muhammad telling them? Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is giving them the glad tidings of the conquest of Persia, Abyssinia, Rome, Egypt, and Constantinople. And guess what happened? These people were conquered afterwards. So imagine you're in this situation of distress and you're speaking about big things like this. People will call you crazy. Yeah, imagine like me and you are here, yeah? And you guys are my followers, I'm your prophet, for example. And this entire Melbourne city is getting rid of us, yeah? They want to get rid of us. They don't like us. They call us heretics, yeah? And I tell you guys, wait. You guys will conquer Russia, US, China, North Korea. All of you will think I'm mad. So this was the exact thing with Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Yeah? So think about it. This was the exact thing with Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He was speaking about the superpowers at that time. I'll tell you another one.
So do you subscribe to a secular or like non-secular society? Do you think that like I guess that like there should Do you think the government should impose a religion, or do you think that people should choose and government should be...
It actually depends. If it's a Muslim majority country and the Muslims have the rule there, or it have to be Islamic. Because we believe our morality is subjective, as I said. So there is objective morality and that's from God. Yeah. And even if we don't like that morality, that's the point of this world. Yeah. We do those things which I don't like. I like to drink, but I don't do it.
Everyone's got to figure it out. Yeah.
I like to drink, but I don't do it because God said so. So if we genuinely believe this is from God and there is a hereafter and Prophet Muhammad is a prophet of God, why should I not obey God? That has to be the question that should come, you know? So first we have to establish if this is from God or not. If this is not from God, no. Well, I will not even follow it to begin with. Leave alone imposing it in the government. So if there is a country with 90% Muslim population, then yes, there has to be Muslim rule. But if it's a country like this, Australia, no, because there are not much Muslims in here. So no, it's not. Okay. So this is what we believe. And yeah, Muslims actually want to impose Islam. Muslims, they want. You will not see any Muslim that will tell you we don't want Islam. So if there are Muslims, according to the democratic value, like people choose what to do. So if people want the Islamic rules, why should we stop them? You know what I'm trying to say? So yeah.
Yeah, I think I understand. Yeah.
So I'll tell you another one, and then I will let you go.
I've got a
last one, and then I'll let you go. I promise. So Prophet Muhammad said, people will come from the east with small eyes, and he mentioned the river called Tigris, and he said there will be a city. There was no city at that time there, and he said they will have hairy shoes. And they will destroy the city. So they will take over the city, right? And the Muslims will divide into 3 groups. And he said about them that so he said about this, and look at this now. There was a city beside this river built called Baghdad in Iraq. And then people came from the east with small eyes with the exact same description. Mongols came from the east with small eyes, with hairy shoes, and with the exact same description that Prophet Muhammad described them, and they destroyed the city of Baghdad. And they destroyed the Muslims. And Prophet Muhammad said, the worst of them in Jahiliyyah will be the best of them in Islam. Jahiliyyah means ignorance. So they were ignorant, so it means they will convert to Islam. For example, Umar radiallahu anhu was the worst person in ignorance, and he became the best person in Islam. He became the caliph of the Muslims. So the Mongols, they came with this, and then they all converted to Islam, most of them. You know Mongols converted to Islam? You know Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Ottoman Empire, Seljuk Empire, Timurid dynasty, all of them, they were Mongols, they became Muslim. So this is, how could Prophet Muhammad knew this, for example? And he said they will be the first to destroy the Muslims. They were the first to destroy the Muslim empire. No one else before this did it. So I will leave you with this information, brother. And I will recommend you to do your research and ask God to guide you.
Do some reading.
Yeah, ask God to guide you. Do these 2 things, brother, for me. Yes, brother?
Sounds good.
Yeah, that's been nice to meet you, brother.
Lovely to meet you. What was your name?
Your name?
Kieran.
Kieran, brother Kieran. My name is, call me Abu Bakr.
Abu Bakr.
Abu Bakr. Nice.